Let's play the fun new game of who's worse, Fresno State or Stanford?
Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, don't they play? Do they play this year? They might
God,
play.
Do they play?
Yeah, they might play.
I don't know. Well, Stanford has an ACC schedule, so I don't know who Stanford's playing besides, I don't know, Hawaii, who...
Oh, no, wait. I was thinking Hawaii versus Fresno State. What am I talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
I don't know how many wins are on Stanford's schedule, but...
Frank Reich 0-1.
I genuinely... And does he not understand, too, that you do have timeouts that you can call at the end of games to stop clocks?
He probably doesn't.
Yeah, it's confusing, and I think Ben Gobranson had like a 13 quarterback rating.
Dude, he was so bad.
Like, I try not to be critical of...
I mean, it just, like, the interception to the edge rusher was among the worst you'll see all season.
You don't want to be critical of college kids, certainly not high school kids, but
Call a spade a spade.
He's been there for 1,000 years too, and these guys are getting paid money now. Like, he should not. And by the way, he's probably a great guy. He's going to walk away from there with like 9 different degrees because he's been in college forever. He should not be a starting quarterback. And if he is your starting quarterback, God help us all.
Yeah.
Stanford
Rough loss.
Stanford hasn't won 5 games in like 7 years. Like, that's, you want to talk about the fall of a program? Like, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, the rise and fall of schools, like, you have your blue bloods and they can have little dips, and you have people that can rise up, but very few actually have staying power. Like, it feels like Oregon kind of gained a footing there, and kind of is one of those. But even that, I mean, like, you're one Willie Taggart hire away from something bad happening and failing to get up. Clemson wallowed in mediocrity for years before Dabo came along and kind of resurrected that program. But dude, Stanford for like a decade plus was a gold standard program. Like, just did it the right way with good kids and all the disadvantages, and we're one of the 2 best schools in that conference, and we're always a game shy of a playoff appearance. And had it been in this world of college football, they would be in the playoffs multiple years. And now that program is just a smoking crater of ineptitude. And it's not coming back anytime soon. No offense to Andrew Luck.
You know what's weird about them? Because I was thinking about them sort of like in comparison to Kansas.
Yeah.
You know, because we were...
Yeah, you wandered in the desert Israeli style for like 40 years too.
I mean, 40 years. We were 12-1 in 2007.
That's right. I forget you had the Mangino year.
Yeah. 12-1.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's basically just a barrage of 2 to 4 win seasons.
So you found an oasis in the middle of the desert, and you had a drink, and you thought everything was fine. Turned out it was an illusion.
So we know what it's like to be in the college football basement.
Yeah.
That said, I think the difference with Stanford is, I mean, I was sitting there racking my brain of a program that has this kind of arc, and I can't think of one, but before they were good for a decade, with David Shaw and a little Jim Harbaugh, they were terrible. Remember, they were like KU.
Yeah, Willingham
they were 1-11 under Walt Harris, dude.
Yeah. Well, I remember
4 years later they go 12-1 with Jim Harbaugh
because they had that stretch where they had Buddy Tevens and Walt Harris. Let's not forget Buddy Tevens, which, by the way,
well, he went 4-7 twice.
Do we
dead?
Which Walt or Buddy? One of them went.
I think Tevens is dead.
And is this bad that I just have formed an amalgamation in my head of those two?
Yeah, Buddy. Yeah, they're kind of the same. He died.
Okay, so rest in peace,
the great Buddy Tevens.
The great Buddy Tevens. But I remember once declaring on this program that until, and again, I forget which one, until they got rid of their coach, we refused to talk about them because it was not a real program. They opened a new stadium down there at Stanford, and they opened against, it was like Sac State or UC Davis, someone like that, and they lost. Like, no one showed up. It was the brand new renovated stadium. No one showed up, and they lost to a UC Davis, Sac State sort of thing. And I was like, oh my God. So when Harbaugh beat USC and then Shaw took it over and Stanford started winning, we were like, what in the hell? Because Ty Willingham had a brief moment there. I think they may have gone to a Rose Bowl. So it was like, hey, you could catch lightning in a bottle once in a blue. Remember Northwestern went to a Rose Bowl and lost to USC. So like the smart kids, every now and then you'd get like a nerd who was like a really good athlete, and you could be like, all right, we can do this like once every 15 years. But Stanford, year after year, was putting out top 10, top 15 teams. And then it's just gone. In the world of transfer portal, because no one can get into Stanford in the transfer portal, and NIL, and you have to have people that care, and no one cares at Stanford. No one cared when they were winning. That program has just, it's gone, and it ain't coming back. I don't care what Andrew Luck says, or like, that thing is gone. They don't even have a head coach. Andrew Luck was like, we're going to give Frank Wright the job because no one else wants him. We just need him to like be there for a year and try to stabilize it. Meanwhile, that guy can't figure out, that was a 3-point game and he just let the clock bleed out. He couldn't figure out to call timeouts.
Did you know that Buddy Stevens, who did pass,
Yeah.
did you know that he was hit by a car?
Is that how he died?
Was he on his bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that now.
He was on his bike.
I don't.
He was the coach
I just remember that he passed.
He was at Dartmouth at the time.
And he got run down?
Yeah.
Ew.
Brutal.
No bueno.
I didn't know that. 66.
Yeah, I just remember.
Walt Harris.
And I wanted to be careful because I can't differentiate between the two. They're one and the same.
Walt is still with us.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay. Just every now and then you get those guys that's like every school has one. Like UW's, was it Keith Gilbertson? And then Washington State has their Paul Wolf, right? Like you have one of those. Oregon State, you got, how about them Beavers? You got Gary Anderson. Like
Turner Gill.
Yes. Oregon has
Go Beavers. How about that?
Oh God, the do something guy. God.
Oh, what's his nuts?
Yeah, the Florida guy. Willie Taggart.
Willie Taggart.
Like you have one where you're like, oh my God, like what were we doing? What were we doing? Like, why did we hire him? And luckily, like you can rebound from those, but every now and then, dude, that sends you down a tailspin that you don't get out of for a while.
So Stanford, find me another program that won one game, 4 years later, wins 12 to go on a 10-year run of double-digit wins for the most part.
Yeah.
And then
just
sucks this bad, craters that bad to
gone.
4. They went, so since they've been good, 4 wins, that's COVID. 3 wins, 3 wins, 3 wins, 3 wins. They've gone 3-9, 4 straight years.
So I lied. I said they hadn't won 5 games. They hadn't won 4 games. I mean, it's just
not for 4 years.
Not for 4 years.
So is there another program that
I can't remember
was that low?
No.
Rose and then has.
I don't remember a program that was. Forget the fall, then the rise, and the fall. I can't remember a program that rose like that and then fell.
Did you see the little graphic that was going viral from their game too? The stat nugget that they got their first rushing touchdown by a running back since September of 2023.
God,
they basically almost gone 2 full seasons without a touchdown from a running back.
I mean, it's just it's unbelievable. Like, this is one of those, like, if you were telling your kids that you used to like go down to Blockbuster early on a Friday to try to get your copy of the original Mission Impossible movie before it got sold out, and your kids are like, idiot, like you're 1,000 years old. That's like telling your kid that when Stanford was good. You're sitting around to like little Johnny watching that game, and you're like, now listen, Johnny. At one point, Stanford was the most physical and intimidating team on the West Coast. You didn't want to play these guys. Stanford was the kryptonite to Oregon's, like high-powered offense. You're like, all right, Dad, get out of here. Like, no one would believe you. It's so bad.
And it's not that long ago.
No, this is not ancient history. And that was like, look, week 0 was what it was. It's like, eh. But that one thing I took out of it, besides 2 things: 1, rock chalk, and 2, I just was sitting there, and it was almost sad to sit there because look, that's the last time I'm going to watch Stanford. I won't. My TV will be allergic to it. But to sit there and watch Stanford, it was like watching that when Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul at like 60 years old, and you just saw the bloated corpse of a once great athlete, and you're like, yeah.
Do you know who they play next week?
I don't. Tell me it's not someone good.
So your proclamation that you will not watch Stanford?
Yeah.
They are playing BYU.
Oh my God.
The Bear Bachmeyer debut?
What's the spread?
That's almost a highlighter game.
I forgot.
Well, this isn't till the 6th.
Yeah.
So that's not this weekend, it's the weekend after.
Okay.
So I don't see a spread, in other words.
All right. By the way,
that's what I'm telling you.
Dude, BYU will beat them by 40 points. I don't think you can set that spread high enough.
But more importantly, you get to watch them.
I will get to watch them. So I stand corrected. Dude, we're 11 minutes into the program and I'm already full of crap saying that I won't watch Stanford again.